Now, y'all know that I love my music. You probably also know that I like to be active, riding electric skateboards, scooters, bikes, and that kind of thing. That's why I love a good open ear headphone. Well, today we're going to take a look at some from Joyroom that actually solve some of the problems that I've had with others. Welcome back, I'm Tony, and yeah, I'd really never heard of Joyroom before these headphones, but these are the OE3 OE3. They're open ear, true wireless earbuds. Hold on, let me grab this box here. These, well, they say right here that they have a 24-month hassle-free warranty, Bluetooth 5.4, an innovative L-shaped design, and you can see that right there. So these things, I'll just pull one of these out of here. So you can see that the shape of that thing is not just like straight into the ear like every other one. Remember on the last ones that I was reviewing, I was saying, you know, it'd be nice if they had one that extended into your ear a little bit, and that's exactly what that does. So the speaker is actually at the end of this, and that is pushing the sound right into your ear, but yet they're still open, all right? And they don't fly off your head. Yeah, whew. I'm dizzy after that. But 90% of earbuds would just pop right out of your ears and go flying. These do not. Love that. So solving that problem of putting the actual speaker right down into my ear a little bit more, I can still hear, and the audio from these is very clear and really very good. The way that these go into the case is just a little bit backwards to me, like I gotta flip it and turn it around like that, and then I take it out of there and I've got it like that. The rounded part right there is going to go behind your ear, and all you got to do is go like that, and they're on. You can, you know, kind of adjust it like that if you need to a little bit, but, you know, basically, as it fits into your ear, it puts itself where it needs to be. You know, if you need to adjust it, you can. Now, if you've looked at earbuds, you know that they can be anywhere from, you know, a couple $100 down to 50 bucks. And these are priced at $69.99. They're 29% off at $49.99, and then there's a coupon that gives you another 40% off. So it's like almost free. I don't know how long that coupon is going to be there or anything like that, but if you see this video within a couple of weeks of me actually publishing it, it's probably active. Just click the link. I'll put that down in the description so you can find it for yourself. They have a real nice case to them. It's magnetic. And of course, you've got your USB-C right down here on the bottom of it. And then there's a button right there for reset. You know, they've got actual videos that you can watch that show you how to use them and stuff. They're really not all that complicated. They have touch sensors. And what's cool is that some of these, if maybe it's just the way that my ears are designed and the way that they set against my neck, a lot of these, if the touch sensor is right there, then that touches my neck a lot. These, I never get any of those erroneous touches or anything like that. And actually, the touching on these goes all the way across the whole band and all the way to the back. So anywhere that you touch them, you're going to be activating that touch sensor. So, but they're not so sensitive that everything is touching them. Like I said, I haven't had any errant touches on these at all. These are nice. I like having a little case because I could just drop it right in my little beach bag. My wife calls that my beach purse, but whatever. I can drop it right in there and I've got them ready for me if I want to use them at the beach, go for a stroll or something like that. Or just walking along the water. See, I can actually hear if something is going on that I need to know about, but I can still hear my music and it sounds crystal clear. It's great. And I love to ride electric skateboards, so I always have these somewhere near my board so I can just grab them. And you know what? It's great too, is I've got this nice helmet that has ear holes and it's a full face helmet. So the thing is, you can't really wear headphones with that, right? And if you wear the standard earbuds, they're probably going to fly out of my ears going 20 miles an hour down the road on a skateboard or something like that. But these, they just fit right inside that ear hole. They fit nicely, and I can hear everything that's going on. If there's an emergency vehicle or something like that, I'm going to hear it, and I can still hear my music, which is great. So they last 6 hours on a single charge. The charging case, if you include that in the overall time, you'll get 22 hours of time, but that includes the little case. So when they die, you put them in there and they charge pretty quickly. So I think it's like you charge them for 20 minutes and you got 2 hours, something like that. They also have smart channel switching, which, because I showed you how these things go in there a little bit wonky, if you pull it out and you stick them on the wrong ear, it figures it out and gets them switched to the right channels. They have enhanced bass technology, 13mm loudspeaker, and dual device connection when you use the app. So yeah, let me just pull up the app right now, and I'll put that up here on the screen. So you've got equalizer, and you can go to the equalizer here and choose power rock, default, clear vocals, lounge jazz, whatever you like to do. And there we go. So it just changed it to power rock. And then gestures, you can change what you want as far as the two different, the left and right, double click what it does and all of that. So you can reset the defaults there as well. Low latency, so if you're doing gaming or something like that, you might want to have that low latency on there. Dual connection, so what you can do with dual connection is you can actually have it so that your iPad and your iPhone are connected, for example, so you can switch back and forth. And turn that off. And then they have Find My Earbuds, which you can actually hit that and you can use it, allow while using the app. And I can ring the earphones. They're in my head right now, so let's see how, I haven't tried this yet. Oh yeah, well, you might want to remove them, it says. And then we do, yeah, so they'll make a sound so you can find them. That's not super loud, but you would be able to hear that, somewhere in your living room or in the couch maybe. And then you can just pause it when you're done with that. Pretty cool. You see how easy those things just go on. And then you can see up here at the top, you've got left 100%, right 100%, and 70% for the case right there in the middle. You can manage them by adding other ones, and of course you can check for updates, which these did have an update when I first got them, so very nice. So, it's not like something you're going to use the app all the time, but if you're going, I just don't like the EQ on this, maybe the outside conditions are changing how the sound is coming through the earphones, you can adjust it. Either way, there's some different settings for you to use. I've reviewed a lot of these and I really like these. These are probably at the top when I'm talking about these, lower cost Amazon earbuds that are clip-on. I really like the clip-on design because I'm very active, and the stick-in earbuds, they don't always stay, I mean, maybe I've got odd-shaped ear canals, I don't know, but either way, they just don't stay. And I've spent $250 on a pair and said, they sound good when I can get them to stay. This is the solution. And these have the solution for what I've been talking about, where they don't stick down into the ear. So congratulations on that, Joyroom. You guys did a good job with that. All right, well, there we go. So that is the Joyroom Open Ear OE3, and I want to thank you so much for your support here on the channel. Likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, always very important to my channel, so if you like what you see, hit the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, there's a red subscribe button down there and notification bell. If you click both of those, you get notifications when I upload new videos. There's also a thanks button down below this video. It is not inexpensive to run these channels, so every penny counts. If you feel like tossing a couple bucks my way, you can do it with that. Either way, I'm just happy that you're here, and I'm very grateful for you. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. We'll catch you next time on the Vapor Trail channel.